Well, the Thanksgiving weekend is almost here, and Texas DPS is stepping up patrols to make sure that you have a safe holiday. Here with us now is Sergeant Mark Couch. How are you doing
I'm
today?
doing very well. It's good to see you again.
It is great to see you, like always. Okay, so what can we kind of prepare for this holiday season travel-wise?
Well, always, tomorrow's going to be one of our busiest traveling days, and it's always when the roadways are going to get congested, especially on the interstates. And some of our Texas highways that are out there. So I want people just to be mindful of that, to plan their trip, make sure they're going and maybe looking at construction zones and maybe stuff that might delay their trips. If you can go to the website to Drive Texas and look at that information there. We want people to be very safe while they're driving. Make sure that you keep your speed down. Watching as far as spacing goes around other cars, as far as passing and things of that nature. Drive with some kindness. It's Thanksgiving and everyone's trying to get to different places, and so we want people to drive with kindness and try to respect one another as they're out there. But we want people to be very safe. We'd like to have a good, safe weekend.
We would love for a safe weekend for sure. We wouldn't want to report on any terrible crashes or anything like that. And we want everyone to make it home for the holidays, right?
You bet.
And you said a little bit of speed as well. And does that include those county roads as well, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Making it home to Grandma's house for Thanksgiving.
That's right. Well, a lot of times people will drop their guard when they get close to home or those kind of areas. But just to remind people how, speed is still one of our top contributing factors to crashes. And when you start adding factors like start with speed and then you add some things to it like, changing lanes without safety and driving too close to other vehicles and things of that nature. Those are like a recipe that you're trying to put together that could end up in a fatality crash. And so we want people to slow down, to be patient, make sure that you're wearing your seatbelt. We still work in a lot of crashes in the big country where these single vehicle rollovers where people are losing their lives in a rollover crash because they were not wearing their seatbelt. And of course, designate before you celebrate. During the holiday season, there's always seems to be alcoholic beverages and things of that nature that are being consumed. We want people to plan ahead, make sure you have a designated driver, make sure you just put the absolute, I'm not going to drive, and if I've had something to drink, I will not drive. Get someone else to drive or use Uber or something of that nature to get yourself to places and back. Make sure that your vehicle's prepared for your trip. Make sure it's ready to take that trip, tire pressure, all those little things that you've got to look at when you're taking a long road trip. And
you still got plenty of time to check on tire pressure, things like that before you make the trek to wherever home for the holidays is, right?
Take it about 5 minutes just to do a check of your car, even between stops when you're getting gas. Just do a quick walk around, make sure that there's nothing wrong with you might have hit something in the road that's causing you to lose tire, and getting that taken care of at a place where you have safety and off the road is a lot better than doing that on the side of the road when there's 70 million people out there trying to get someplace and you're in the middle of that trying to find a safe haven to get. So we just want people to plan ahead and make sure that they drive with caution, again, with some grace and mercy with people around you. Don't think that that you should be in front of everybody else or that what you're doing is so much more than everybody else out there. Try to just keep your speed down, make sure that you watch out for your driving itself, and certainly we want everybody to buckle up. Make sure don't forget your kids when you're traveling, especially. Put those kids in those car seats, make sure they wear their seatbelts at all times the way that they're supposed to wear them. Don't let them lay down in the back of the car or try to sleep. That's a recipe for danger. If we have a rollover crash, they're going to come out of that vehicle. And those are a lot of times, so sadly, the ones I've worked on holidays like this have been involving people who are trying to sleep in the middle of the night, have driven all night long. Someone falls asleep, the vehicle rolls over, and then someone ends up losing their life. And so we don't want to see that happening.
You're right. We want a safe holiday weekend. Sergeant Couch, thank you so much for joining me.